Because I feel like when it comes to the position she was holding that day on set, I've been in that position as a director,
right,
and it's a very, very difficult position to be in.
Would you trust her now?
I would trust her in regards to speaking out against the president. Sure.
Really? Do you love the president?
No.
Why don't you love him?
Why don't I love him?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a myriad of reasons why I don't love him, but I would say he's not qualified to be the president, and so for that, I just don't think he deserves the position. Any sort of sexual offender shouldn't be the president of the United States.
Why do you say he's not qualified? What is it about him that makes him unqualified to be president?
So like I said, anybody that has any sexual offender charges against them should not be the president of the United States.
So just because someone said it, that made him guilty?
Well, it wasn't someone. It was many, many women.
Just because women said it, many, many women said it, that should make him guilty?
Absolutely.
So if someone says something about you with no proof, everyone should assume you're guilty?
Well, they have lots and lots and lots of proof, from everything from witnesses to on camera and on record recordings. But because he's the president of the United States, it's really difficult to fight that battle. It's difficult to have the proof, and so therefore, yes, I believe all women.
So I'm encouraging men to go out and just say that women rape them and sexually harass them. Should the women be assumed guilty just because the men are now going to start saying it?
Well, because our genders are not quite equal here in the United States of America, it wouldn't really work that way.
And why not?
Well, just like how Black people were once enslaved as actual slaves and property here in the United States,
right,
women were once property as well. And so because of that gender inequality, sexual assault and sexual harassment doesn't exactly work the same way as it does with women, as it does with men.
So it's not true that women were property, but let's say that women were property at one time.
It is true. That's a historical fact.
So are you saying that women should be allowed to just lie on men because they were property at one time?
Oh, absolutely not. But no judge is going to believe that a bunch of women are going out and taking the majority advantage of men in regards to sexual assault and sexual harassment.
I know so many cases where women have gone to these bars or to the clubs or to the man's home and got him drunk and had sex with him, and then she went and lied and said he raped her. She was too drunk to know it.
Well,
and
how would
she
you
has
know?
Taken
were you in the bedroom?
I believe the man. I believe the man because he said it. He said it.
Interesting. Well,
right?
Teach their own.
That's what they're
I
doing
don't
with the
believe
women.
that, but I could see how you would.
My heart goes out to the women of your liberal thinking, because they're going to end up.
I'm not even that liberal.
I mean, feminist thinking.
Okay.
They're going to end up old and lonely and saggy, with no children, no man, no nothing.
But what about me? I have such an awesome man.
But you're not old and saggy yet.
I am older.
How old are you?
30.
You're 30?
I sure am.
Amazing. So I got to ask about politics, right?
You're killing me.
I am. Why?
Because you're kind of funny.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
No, okay.
So listen, is it true that you vote for crooked line Hillary? You voted for her?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I did vote for Hillary Clinton.
Crooked line Hillary?
No, don't remember that before.
You trust Hillary?
I sure do.
And how do you feel that she stayed with Bill Clinton after he was accused of
marriage
rape?
is complicated.
How do you feel about Hillary staying with a man that was accused of raping and sexual harassment?
It's not great that he did that, but I don't think it reflects on her.
How do you feel about Hillary staying with a man who was accused of sexual harassment and raping and all that?
I feel like I respect Hillary Clinton, and if that was her choice as a wife and a mother, then that was her choice, and I respect that.
But how can she pretend to be a part of the so-called women's movement, whatever they call themselves, when she is living with a man that been accused of that?
Well, when it comes to gender...
Isn't that a little hypocritical?
When it comes to gender and race, things are not black and white. It can get very complex. And so, sometimes you're a woman in a position of power and something happens like that to you, but you still want to stand up for women. It doesn't take away your desire to help women.
But how can you trust Hillary in the Me Too movement when she's living with a man who was accused of what you guys are complaining about?
Because a lot of people are in a position in society that they didn't necessarily choose for themselves, and so they're just trying to do their best with what they've got.
So is she so weak that she can't get away and survive on her own?
No, not at all.
She
Just
need
people
Bill
are
Clinton?
surviving in different ways.
She need Bill. I thought women were strong.
Women are strong.
Then why is she staying with Bill?
Well,
I rest my case.
She is a good wife and a mother, and that's her choice.
I
It
can
doesn't
think of many
affect
things
anything.
to call Hillary. Good wife and mother is not one.
Well, I agree to disagree with you.
Oh, so do you see why men would see that you guys are hypocrites?
No, I don't.
Because you support Hillary Clinton, who supported a man who was accusing of that, because Hillary is in a position of so-called power. So, okay, Hillary, you can live with your molester, but you can go out and attack other men.
Listen, nobody's perfect, and we're all just doing the best we can do.